Lovely family, you are welcome once again to Official Survivor Media. Amazing having you here. Family, we have interesting stories. Today we are in the Sahel. Actually, we are in Niger. And we are going to look at what is happening. A lot of things are happening. I think today, tomorrow, the next day, I'm going to pull out a lot of updates in regarding the Sahel because a lot of things are happening that we need to pay attention to, interesting things. And it's been a while we went to the Sahel. So today we are in Niger. In Niger, there is a new wave of false information, and this false information is targeting the military of Niger, at the same time targeting the civilians to sow doubt in them. And this is what we are going to tackle today. So the Niger authority came out and have their say on this particular issue. The information is everywhere, especially in the Francophone chat is trending over there about the military of Niger. You know, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, this group came together, contributed their militaries to fight the insurgency. They stick together, you know, they even pull out their anthem, pull out their flag. The purpose is to stick together because they understood or understand what it means to be united. Because when you are united, no force can break through. So this is the path that they have taken. But it's like the imperialist media, as Captain Ibrahim Traore called them. They are determined to use false information to divide the military, or let me say, use false information to divide the people from the military and sow doubt in the people. So lovely people, you are welcome. If today is your first time, do well and subscribe to be part of the family. And if you're already here, you need to hit the like button to encourage us and support us. Now, we all know that since the beginning of the AES, there have been attempts by some media houses, which I'm not mentioning anybody's media house, but some media houses are using all kinds of narrative to project things that are not there. They are trying to formulate things that are not there. Their narratives are cooked with poison in it. Their narratives are cooked to divide the people. The narratives are cooked to blackmail and paint the image of the army of these three nations the other way around. The narrative is always cooked against and not for. And all the media houses speaking for this movement, the other false media houses who have been carrying the false narrative, always tag them as people being paid by the military to propagate false narrative and to promote the better image of the military. But that is not the case. The reality is that we all know the game they are playing. Now, what is happening right now is that Niger is rejecting a claim by this channel called RFI, which claim that there is rebellion in the army of Niger. Niger army is rebelling. Some part of the army, some group are rebelling against the government, or they are rebelling against each other, which means there is division among them. So the whole thing started on Friday, June 27th, 2025 this year. Radio France International, abbreviated RFI, on the French community will call it RFI. So they published that the Nigerian army is in crisis. The article of these media houses allege that rebellion and discontent have erupted in various parts of the country. Niger, the military, they are rebelling against each other. Some are not happy with the government. A whole lot of things that they put out. And this media house pull out this claim without adding any concrete proof to what they are claiming. They just put it out there. And many people also believe that this is an attempt or another attempt to destabilize Niger, which they have been doing. That has been their narrative line. So what did the RFI say? The report says that the soldiers in some part, which is Filingue and Terra, they have refused to escort a convoy from Burkina Faso. They refused. They said they don't want to do anything. They don't want to have anything to do with the convoy coming from Burkina Faso. Now, two more alleged incidents occur in another town called Temit and Tafwa. I don't know if I'm mentioning it right. Now, the report from these particular areas indicate that or imply that the military is facing multiple internal rebellions. And you know, when an army is facing rebellions and there's division in the army, just understand that you're going to fall in solid instability. Now, these claims, lovely people, are no evidence no proof. Despite the dramatic claim, no official statement from the Nigerian army support these claims and this event which they are talking about. We don't know where they got it from. According to the authority, they don't know where RFI actually got this from. No video proof, no pictures, or any reliable witness have confirmed anything concerning this particular topic that they are raising right now. Even the French authorities have stayed silent on this claim by their own media house, or the story cooked by their own media house. And you must understand that France 24, RFI, these radio stations are like Monde Afrique and co, especially the French radio stations and TV stations and media houses. Currently, these houses don't have any credibility when it comes to Africa because they have published a lot of things which tend to be false after investigations. And Africans have grown up to understand that anything coming from these people cannot be consumed unless we hear from the authority of Niger. And the amazing part of the situation is the lack of proof. Because when you publish something, if I'm talking about something here, I can't just put it in the air. I must add evidence to it and add a lot of proof for you to understand and believe that, yeah, what I'm saying is true. So that tomorrow, if someone come out against whatever I'm saying, I have proof to show. So the lack of proof suggests that the report is part of information warfare which have been happening, or a strategy aimed at creating confusion and fear in Niger. Because when it stands like that, there is fear in the people. What is going to happen? Are we falling apart? You don't know, okay? Now, Niger's stand is that, according to the authority of Niger, the Nigerian army is united and professional, as always. The army, it continues to work hard to protect the country and cooperate with its citizens. The authority confirmed that Niger is focused on building its political independence as they are doing, regional partnership, and especially with their neighbors, Mali and Burkina Faso, confirming that there is no division of anything of sort that these foreign media houses are claiming against the Niger army. And one of the things I don't understand in this whole thing is that anytime these media houses pull out false information and cook something like this, I don't know, instead of them to ban them completely, they ban them for 3 months and allow them to be the following month, they will resume with the same narrative. You ban them for another 3 months. I don't understand why they are banning them like that, instead of just letting them understand that, look, this is the rule. In the day you publish false update about us, you are not going to exist. By giving them this grace period and they continue to damage, because how many people have gone to read this? How many people read this? Because thousands of people, probably most of them might believe, because of the trust they have in these media houses. It takes some of us and others to waken the population to understand that some of the media houses, they are not telling the truth to the people. They always cook the narrative in a way that will go against anything that has to do with the unity of Africa. They always cook the narrative to favor France. RFI will always cook the narrative to favor France. France 24 will always cook the narrative to favor France. They will not pull out a narrative against France. When it comes to Africa, they have always been biased. The history has always been like that. And this situation shows how some foreign media still try to shape false narrative about Africa. But I think time have changed. We should know better. If anything is happening or anything of sort is happening in Niger, the Niger people should be in the better position to tell us. I would prefer to believe them than these media houses, because the people of Niger are aware and they are alert as well. Just as Mali, the people are awake and they are alert, just as Burkina Faso, same trend. And these people are ready to defend their truth and sovereignty. Africa, they must understand that Africa is no longer a place where foreign lies go unchallenged. At first, they pull it out there, nobody challenge it, it goes scot-free. So the story from RFI appeared to be a deliberate act of disinformation without any real evidence, because there's no evidence provided. It tried to paint a picture of chaos that doesn't exist. If truly there is chaos in the army and the army is become divided, something is happening, the authority of Niger should communicate to us. Niger people and the military, they are remaining strong and making sure that these things don't get through, and they will not be shaken by this false report. I believe so. But if there's anything like this happening, I believe that the authority will come forward and issue a statement or anything, because it's time for the world to respect Africa's right to tell its own story. When you check France 24 and RFI, This media house, especially also Monafrique, these media houses have been banned in some Africa countries. Check it, they have been banned and banned and banned, including BBC. Banned and banned and banned, 3 months. I don't know why they are not banning them indefinitely, but 3 months, they come back, the same thing. They are not. So, you see, when you are doing something, assuming I'm on this platform right now, and I post something, and they give me warning, it means I should not repeat what I did on their platform again. And I must take precaution not to repeat it again because the platform does not belong to me. But if I repeat it again, it means my account will go. So as much as I'm interested in publishing and doing activism and giving update, I must as well respect the YouTube guideline, the YouTube community guidelines, so that I don't violate their rules. I must respect their rules, which will give me the authority to be in their space, because it is their space. So when the people come and they put out false update about you to degrade you and then fabricate things about you, you, the authority, you must take action, because when you go there, you can't have the media houses in their country and publish anything negative about them. You will be silenced. So why do we allow them to come here and do that? We hope and believe that there will be no such a thing in the army of Niger, because this thing Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso are doing is so crucial to the rest of Africa. It is an African movement. And one thing we must understand is that this is a movement that some people are not happy about, and they will work towards everything they will do to make sure that they thwart this movement. So we must be alert in that regard also. Is it possible that certain things like this will be happening in the army of Niger? Yes, it is possible, because we are human beings. But if it is, I would prefer to hear it from the authority of Niger other than hearing it from these media houses. Or I prefer to hear it from the people of Niger than these media houses. The reason I'm saying this is because Captain Ibrahim Traoré said something. He said his greatest regret in life is that at some point in time in his life, in his youthful days, as he's still in his youthful days, at some point in time, he sat down and listened to radio stations like RFE, which is causing this problem right now, France 24, and Monde Afrique, BBC. He said his greatest regret is that he has ever listened to these houses before. So if this is the regret of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, please tell you how dangerous he perceived these people to be. And this is how serious we should take their report. Dangerous to our survival as Africans and our progress as Africans. You see, we are not. It is not only Africans that have this sentiment against these media houses. Donald Trump, some of these media houses, Donald Trump, the president of the United States, even mention and call them that they are fake news. Anytime he's, surrounded by them, he said, yeah, the fake news, they are all here, fake news are all here. Yeah, he knows some of them that they are fake. So we are not only, it is not only Africans that discover that these guys publish fake news. Even the president of the United States acknowledge that some of them are fake news, which is the reason why when I'm talking about them, I talk about them boldly, because the president of the United States even acknowledge that some of the houses, they are fake news. They are doing propaganda. So lovely people, let's guide ourselves against these things.